This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and Talkspace, the leading virtual therapy provider, is sharing the message that connection is crucial because good relationships are an essential and sometimes overlooked component of mental well-being. If your relationships could use some strengthening, a licensed therapist from Talkspace can help. Therapy can help you communicate better with loved ones, repair conflicts, and understand how to address loneliness and build community. It's easy to sign up. Just go to Talkspace.com and you'll be paired with a therapist within 2 days. You'll meet with your therapist online on your schedule. Plus, Talkspace is in-network with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. Make personal connections a priority and start today. If you're not covered by insurance, get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com and enter promo code SPACE80. That's SPACE80. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com and enter promo code SPACE80.
I got nothing.
Silence.
Do you guys want to hear about my do you guys want to hear about my flight from hell?
Sure.
Yeah. It wasn't a flight from hell, but it was one of the most eventful flights I've ever had, considering it was a 55-minute flight.
Oh,
okay.
This sounds promising.
A 55-minute flight.
A dense experience.
500 miles, Seattle to Missoula. It goes faster on the way back. It's like an hour on the way, just straight hour. Come back Sunday afternoon. I finally get an afternoon flight versus the very late flight. Feel like I'm good. I'm in the clear. I spend my afternoon at the airport, just editing stuff, going through pictures, sorting stuff from the wedding I did. I get on the flight. I've had to upgrade my seat because it's a full flight, and I want to make sure I can get my big Pelican case for all my cameras on the flight. Board early, get a seat or get a spot in the row behind me. That's fine. Then as we're sitting, I put my little bag down under the seat, as one is supposed to. The guy next to me spreads out and steps on my stuff. Okay, number one. Number two, he has already started man-spreading into my seat, and me kind of pushing my way back doesn't get him to move. Mm-mm. So I'm having to scoot over because I'm like, you can feel that I'm pushing back for my space and you're not doing anything. So what is the point here? So that's number one. Number two is way in the way back. When a family is boarding, they have a child who is beyond hysterical. Oh, and if you've ever been around children who are really fucking tired,
they're done
and just not feeling it, they have been done for hours, and you can tell. And everyone feels so bad. We are ready. We start pushing back. The flight attendants start doing the safety briefing. Child is still screaming, to the point that only the people in the front can hear the safety briefing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So about 3 sentences in, the flight attendant up front has to stop, and they go back and they're trying to comfort this child.
Oh,
they're trying to help the parents. They're getting snacks. People are offering hugs. Everyone's doing everything that they can, but there's nothing they can do because it's just full meltdown mode. The child is so loud that the flight, the crew just in general, decides we have to turn around and go back to the gate and let this family off the flight.
Oh, God.
So we're a full half an hour late leaving Seattle.
Oh, my God.
Because we have to go all the way. We didn't go very far, but we have to wait for another plane to leave our gate so that we can go back and they can get the family's information, help them rebook. I really hope this family, their child got some sleep and some rest and was able to reset whatever was going on, whether we've had autistic meltdowns before, we've been there. I don't know if that's what this was, but I felt that and we felt bad. So, and everyone in the flight was I didn't really think it was that bad, but we understand that you want a quiet cabin, especially if there's an emergency. You don't want a screaming child.
It does up the difficulty somewhat.
I mean, the more I thought about it, the more I'm I see the logic. I get it. We are a full half an hour late leaving. And then throughout the flight, the guy next to me just continues to man-spread into my space to the point that I am in the aisle.
Kill him.
I wanted to launch him into space.
No jury would convict you. I think
no jury would have convicted. No, and at the end when we're leaving again, like I literally picked up my stuff and put my bag as far against the seat as I could away from his feet because he kept going to step on my stuff. He almost did it again. And I finally just had to say, I have to get my stuff. And he goes, I know.
Bro, we used to live in a society.
We used to live in a society.
You know,
where if someone did this, you just murdered them.
Yes. Also, you know how every day I wake up and I ask why men are?
I want to throw the entire male gender in the trash.
Fair.
We have to start over. There's no redemption here.
Redemption.
We're going to reinvent men from first principles. Actually, no, from second principles.
We can do better this time. Creation.
Yeah, I think we want like V2 here with men.
We have to try. Thank you. See?
Introduction.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee Podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of May 26, 2026. As always, I am Jordan. With me tonight, I have Commish, Pitt Girl, Brigit.
Really? That's almost as bad as the TSA guy who I saw the wheels turning in his head, looking at my license and trying to figure out how to say my name. And he landed on Bright, which is what most people land on.
Bright?
Right. Yeah. Yep. Because you'd think that there's like a secret H there, but it's the not. Next letter over. It's an I.
And Beth.
Hi.
Beth, how are you?
Oh, sure. I'm great. I had a minor baking accident that I cooked a tart and I was taking it next door to give it away for a birthday, and I was opening the door and I got startled, and so like the tart started to fall, and so I saved it with my hand. And I managed to slice the webbing between finger 5 and finger 4. So I'm very much in timeout right now.
When she started with finger 5, I was like, is she going to say finger 6? And I'm like, does Beth have 6 fingers? And I've never noticed.
You'll never know.
I've never known. I've met her in person. I've never caught the extra digit.
I am good at swords.
Sliced by the tart.
The tart pan on the lip of tart pans it's surprisingly sharp.
Okay.
Sharpies.
Yeah.
It's like, is it like curled and bent over?
Yeah, it's got the crimping on the edges. Yeah, and I decided that it would be fun to embed that like 1/8 of an inch into the webbing between my fingers, which I don't recommend.
Not a good recommendation.
Yeah, it was a bad choice. I did a bad job, and I should feel bad.
I hope you have some Band-Aids and whatnot.
Brigit, how are you?
Good. I've emerged from the editing mines to be here with you all.
Pitt Girl?
It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. The ice cream truck was in my neighborhood and I could not go.
Oh no.
Because I was in class.
Oh.
Man, you could have got those Bomb Pop Bush's baked beans.
I hope they don't have those at the ice cream truck. It actually gets slightly worse. Is that I'm in class and I can hear the ice cream truck, and I actually got off the call for class and went and got obnoxiously Pitt boyfriend and got my bag and got shoes and was about to step out the door and it left.
No!
Jail forever.
Jail for 1,000 years. Yeah.
I was very sad.
The virtual class.
Pissed.
Do ice cream trucks take credit card now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
That's what Square is for.
Square.
Oh,
Swipe.
You're right. I don't know. The idea of going up to an ice cream truck and being like, "Here's my card," feels so
That's why you bring your phone.
Yeah, right. I mean, I did have my bag because it's sitting right over there, and I actually do have cash right now. But often I don't have cash. I would still go to the ice cream truck because I assume they have Square.
Good to know.
Yeah.
My brain is going to be playing the Mr. Softy song for the next half an hour. So if you need me, that's where my brain's going to be.
The ice cream truck we have in our neighborhood is an older one. It does have that, but for some odd reason, the ice cream music is not the ice cream music. It's J-Lo's "Get It on the Floor."
What?
Is it like ice cream music, like in the style of the ice cream truck, or
like,
are they just
it's
playing
kind of
on
like
the floor?
Like the ice cream music is like la 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 la, and you know it's the J-Lo song. I'm like, And I'm like, okay.
That's memorable.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, the J-Lo ice cream truck is coming again.
Play that ice cream music.
I'm just sitting in there. And I'm like, why do I hear J-Lo again? What is going on?
Can I say this is Texas, but complimentary?
Yeah, no, this is good. I like this.
I mean, I would have been really. I mean, you could have went with "Let's Get Loud." I'd have been ready for some.
Also a good choice.
When I lived in Philadelphia, we had an ice cream truck in our neighborhood that would, I'm not kidding, come through at 1:00 in the morning on Sundays.
That was delivering drugs, Beth.
And play the music.
Ice cream.
Why am I kind of about 1 a.m. ice cream truck?
Oh man!
Listen, if I had come like Saturday into Sunday or Sunday into Monday.
This was Sunday into Monday. Sorry, it was like early
That's
Monday
not
morning.
ideal.
That was not great. The number of times like I'm like asleep and it would wake me up and I'd be like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, no, that one deserves jail. But if I had just like come home from the bar on Saturday into Sunday and I heard the ice cream truck, oh buddy.
Was that one, the song by Master P, the Ice Cream Man?
No, that was the Mr.
Talking about
Softee
selling
song.
dope? Oh, okay.
See, I was hoping it was ice cream paint job.
It wasn't the ice cream. It was like, before you jump in the game, let's get one thing understood. If you're selling that ice cream, you better make sure it's good. I'm sorry.
You should suggest that 90s. For your ice cream truck. Like, we
can tell you not to.
Have you considered Master P?
Have you considered?
The idea of ice cream truck jukebox, like being able.
I would like
that.
I would like
There are a couple different ice cream trucks that have come through my neighborhood recently. The one that came through today was just playing like Turkey in the Straw or whatever, like the classic ice cream truck song. Yeah. There is a different one that comes through sometimes that has a selection of songs in the style of ice cream truck.
Okay.
Has like a variety of songs, which I'm sure is better for the person who's driving the truck, so they don't have to listen to the same song all day.
Over and over, yes.
I feel like this is an opportunity here.
What if we put the touch tunes from the bar on the ice cream truck?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of.
There we go.
But like it's touch tunes from the bar, but the music is all in the style of ice cream truck.
Right.
Yes.
It has to be.
So when I do my usual thing there and I pay for 15 plays of the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, that's what your whole neighborhood is about to be listening to in the style of ice cream truck.
I get alerted that it's in my neighborhood. Yes, exactly. Like with some school buses where they'll alert you when they've entered your neighborhood. I get the alert that the ice cream truck is nearby, and then I can just start playing What's New Pussycat 21 times in a row.
You get one, it's not unusual in the middle.
Exactly. And then you go back.
There was one, I think I saw an article recently where it said that somebody went to the bar and kept playing The Boys Were Back in Town.
Yes.
It's a classic article.
If you're the Boys, you legally have to tell me if you're back in town.
In the ice cream version.
It's from Vice. It's a great article. Read that article.
Awesome. It's great.
Also, suggestion. What if Sickos Committee theme song in the style of ice cream truck?
Oh, I don't know how we could do that.
It's the start of summer.
That's real. I mean, that's super easy because that's just one simple sound.
Yeah.
Like board.
And it's already MIDI, so it's just a swap.
Yeah, it just has to sound. I mean, making it sound shitty is the easy part. Commish, how are you?
I'm good. I had to go back to work today, which is a bit interesting. Which is nice. There's no school, so I don't have to wake up at like 5:30 in the morning after podcast night. Which is, I only wake up, a little. I get to sleep in a little bit longer, which is nice for the summer.
Those extra minutes make a difference, dude.
They do.
It does. So it's good. Work was work or whatever, but enjoyed the Memorial Day. Grilled some bacon wrapped jalapenos. They weren't the Texas Twinkies.
They looked great, by the way.
They did. They were really good.
Those. I was so hungry.
I did. I put them on the Traeger and let them just slow cook for a bit, which is very nice. I've had the Traeger for almost 10 years now, so it's been worth the investment. But yeah, I did that. We did some chicken fajitas. We did corn and had all the fun stuff for Memorial Day for the fam. So it was a good time. Work today was like whatever. It's work, but it was just like second Monday. So did a lot of stuff. Got some cool stuff done for the committee too, and maybe stuff coming up in a little bit too. So,
Pitt Girl, I do still have your banana bread.
Oh,
I was put into a prison of bananas, listener.
Yeah, how did you end up with enough bananas for 4 loaves of banana bread?
So
so many bananas.
I went to a work thing that involved a whole lot of food. And I wasn't eating the food because I have a food allergy, which evidently was making everybody real nervous the whole time of like, she's not eating. What if she dies? At the end, they're like, we would feel much better if you took something with you. And they just handed me the greenest bananas you have ever seen. These things look like a Dodge Challenger paint job. Like they're very green. And so this was weeks ago. So I just brought them home and I'm like, okay, future banana bread. And we were finally getting to the point this past week where I'm like, oh, we're almost in the zone. By the weekend, we should be in the zone. Very excited for it. And then the people from next door showed up and they're like, hey, we know you like to make banana bread. Here's some more bananas. And I'm like, okay, now I'm up to 10 bananas. And then friend of the pod, Becca, showed up because she was dropping her car off to go to a wedding this weekend. And she like walks in the door and she's like, hey, I brought you more bananas. I didn't even say hello. I was like, I'm in a prison of bananas.
You're the person from the word problem.
Yeah,
it's true.
I bought none of these bananas. I bought no bananas and I ended up with so much banana bread.
If Beth has no bananas but wants to make banana bread, how many bananas does Beth have? The limit does not exist.
So many. 14 bananas.
So Beth, you could basically say that, yes, you have more bananas. You have more bananas today.
Okay, you win.
We have some national champions to celebrate first, like we like to. First off, listeners, people have been asking us a lot about this. I am currently compiling all of our non-NCAA national title champions.
Yay!
It takes a while, so give me a little bit, because all the websites are all janky, and it's always hard to find these things.
This is why we wait to the end of the year instead of trying to do it by semesters, because there's nothing uniform about this whatsoever.
It is a manual research project. We need the off-season time for it.
First off, National Lacrosse Championship, Men's D1. Hey, congrats to the kids from Princeton finally getting something.
Hey.
You know, they're a bunch...
old Princeton. They don't have anything except their hands on the levers of government.
Look, those underdog Tigers just getting kicked all the time. They finally win something. I'm proud of them. Roar, Lion, Roar. No, wrong one. That's Columbia.
Tiger.
You went to an Ivy League school.
Do they play Tiger? I actually don't know if they play Tiger Rag or not. If they don't, they absolutely should.
What's that?
They're not fun enough to play Tiger Rag. It's got too much
It's a
bounce
business.
to it.
When I think of Princeton, I do think of New Orleans Jazz. That's just makes perfect sense to me.
Stuffy white people playing New Orleans Jazz.
It could work. It could work. I promise you it could work.
The Princeton Cannon song.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. The Princeton Cannon song.
Oh, I was going for it. But,
it's got a lot of Roz and a sis boom ba in there.
No, Commish, please.
I mean, Princeton. Okay, you're welcome.
Jordan, we need to do another episode to talk about this one because these assholes rhyme Vim with win.
Yeah.
Hey, so do we. In the Montana State fight song, we've got the Vim.
Just like Princeton.
Yes,
Princeton, Montana.
Handshake. Princeton.
Two schools alike in dignity.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've mentioned this before, but Princeton doesn't have a fraternity system. They have eating clubs.
Yeah, it's worse somehow, and also they're in New Jersey.
And so you don't pledge one, you bicker at a eating club to join it. I'm going to read the names of some of the ones right now. They're all on Prospect Ave. I've been ejected from one of these. There's the Ivy Club, the University Cottage Club, Tiger Inn, Cap and Gown Club, Colonial Club, the Cannon Club, the Princeton Charter Club, Quadrangle, that's the one, Princeton Tower Club, and Terrace Club.
Like the terrace, not the terrace.
Terrace.
Okay.
2 syllables.
I'm going to refrain from making a joke here, but listener, I think you can guess where my mind is going.
It sounded like George W. Bush there.
That was Skull and Bones.
Couple things here. As always, nationalize the Ivy League. Secondarily, I'm trying to look this up in case Jordan doesn't. Oh, yeah. Would you like to guess when the eating clubs became co-ed? Would anyone care to guess?
Last Thursday.
Oh, I'm going to guess it's got to be the 70s, maybe.
2014.
I'm tempted to say hasn't happened yet.
So the last ones to become co-ed were in 1991.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Close without going over. I was going to say 1976, and I was like, no, think about it. Think about these places.
Now, Princeton did go co-ed officially in 1969.
Wow.
Not nice.
That is earlier than a lot of the schools.
And there are 2 eating clubs that became co-ed in 1969.
Okay, that's really good.
Progressive. And a couple more in 1970. Wow. Several more in 1970, actually. But the last 2 holdouts were in 1991.
The fucking first... Oh my God, the fucking first Gulf War happened before they went co-ed.
They got sued in 1979.
So apparently Columbia was the last one to go co-ed, 83. But they had, what's the other school there? They had Barnard.
They had Barnard, yeah.
Y'all are a disappointment to your homeroom.
Again, this is your regularly scheduled reminder that we should just nationalize the Ivy League anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Cornell went co-ed at their founding in 1865, but they're a cow college that was founded after the colonial revolution, so they don't count.
Woke Cornell.
Teal was co-ed from its founding, so I think that Cornell and Teal are now the only Ivy League schools. It's canon.
The Princeton Canon song. The other national champs here. We have the ultimate Frisbee. Can't call it Frisbee, I guess. The ultimate national champs.
Mm-hmm.
D1 men, UMass. Congrats to UMass getting a natty. D1 women, Carleton, not the one in Canada, the one in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't have D2. D3, Middlebury swept. Both men and women.
Good for Middlebury.
Commish, how do we say the D1 women's champion?
Carleton.
Doesn't surprise me. Middlebury won. Disc golf is basically the Vermont national sport.
You do understand that ultimate is different than disc golf, though, right?
No, sorry. I meant the other one, disc golf.
Okay.
I meant Frisbee sports, yes.
Ultimate and Falf are very different.
Yes.
Falf. I'm sorry,
Frolf.
Obnoxiously Pit Boyfriend likes disc golf, and I've never heard anyone call it Falf before.
So I remember Hank Green asked this on Twitter like years ago, back when Twitter was so good. And he's like, what do you call disc? Like, what do you call this sport? And the only people who said Falf were from Missoula or had Missoula connections.
It's a regionalism.
It's a regionalism from my understanding, because that's what my husband calls it. It's Falf.
We called it Falf in Louisiana.
Pit Girl, we'll have to get Obnoxiously Pit Boyfriend and one of my brothers together to go play Frisbee golf all over the place.
I'm down to play Falf.
There you go.
I'll golf down. I'm ready.
Golf. Little brother takes it very seriously.
I am terrible at throwing a Frisbee. I just can't get the motion right.
Me neither.
At all. And so it doesn't, I really enjoy Can Jam, but I am a great detriment to whoever is stuck playing with me, because about 30% of the time the Frisbee just kind of goes veering off to the right, never to be seen again.
I have an amazing aim at Frisbee. The problem is that it doesn't matter if my eye wants to hit the target. My heart wants to hit Puddles. And so if Puddles is anywhere nearby, I'm going to hit him with the Frisbee. It doesn't matter if he's in the complete opposite direction. It's just like he's getting hit. He knows this.
You should just have him stand behind the target.
Yeah.
It's true.
I need you to go stand right behind here.
Nothing but hold him on.
I'd hook it right around and nail him in the forehead.
By Puddles, you mean the person, not the body of water, correct?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay, good.
What about him standing in a puddle?
This is a very Dr. Seussian word problem.
Exactly. Very meta. The College World Series bracket is set. Congrats, Beth. Morgantown's hosting a regional.
Yeah, I really wanted to go, so I Googled the tickets, and it's been sold out all day.
My favorite regional is let me find it here.
While you're...
Eugene.
Thank you for whoever embiggened it.
Thank you.
That was me. I know y'all can't see that.
Oh, that's nice. We love it. We love a nice big thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's well known on this podcast that the only person who is on this podcast who can actually see is Commish. I want to take a moment before we start getting into the regionals to register my deep complaint that Pitt did not make it into the tournament. Thank you.
You could have been in the West Virginia regional.
ACC, people hate Pitt. It's fine. Nobody loves us. It's fine.
Nobody wants to put Pitt in.
Nobody wants to put Pitt in.
The people who are very mad is Mercer. Mercer got left out, had a high RPI, played teams that they should have played, did all the things they were supposed to, and got left out. And Mercer has every right to be pissed. I think they were first out. They were first.
Yeah, Pitt was also a bubble team, high RPI, in a difficult conference, made a run in the ACC tournament. I think the thing that may have doomed them was getting their asses absolutely beat by UNC on Saturday. But also, ACC hard conference, and Pitt has not made the College World Series since the year I was born. cut us a break, please.
My favorite regional is the Eugene Regional. We got, multiple conferences represented here. We have the Oregon Ducks of the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Oregon State Beavers, independent. Washington State from the WCC.
Mm-hmm.
And then plucky underdog Yale Bulldogs going cross country.
Does the Ivy League has enough baseball teams to actually do baseball? Or is Yale playing somewhere else?
No, the Ivy League has tons of sports. Like they play everything.
They play everything.
No, I know that. I just, the ongoing, Yale seems like the kind of school that would suffer from the problem that every northern school does with college baseball.
They have turf, I think.
They play a lot of their early season away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. They play everything south for the first month or two just because of, reasons.
Yeah, no, I know the Ivy League sponsors a lot of sports. I'm just a little bit surprised that baseball is one of them. That's all.
Commish, I'm curious, what is your favorite regional?
I don't necessarily have like a favorite regional, but like the Sun Belt got, I think, 4 or 5 teams in.
It was a bunch.
Southern Miss is hosting a regional. Troy is in that regional. Also, Coastal is in the Tallahassee regional. Texas State still in the Sun Belt this year in the College Station regional, which is just basically all versions of red. And I think one more Sun Belt team made it, or was it just 4?
No, it's 5. Let me see. I'm looking right now to see who it is. Georgia Southern.
So 5 Sun Belt teams.
Hold up. Not Georgia Southern. My bad.
Okay.
But it's 5. Go ahead. Say with 5.
Well, we'll figure out. The Raging Cajuns got in. Yeah, they're in the Starkville regional. I love that the Sun Belt in baseball is like a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the top conferences in baseball, and they take it seriously. ULM had a pretty good year for them in a while, and they knocked off a bunch of these teams, but they just couldn't sustain it. But the Sun Belt is quality baseball, which is cool. I would love to see the Sun Belt sneak anybody to Omaha, which would be difficult. But Southern Miss is hosting the regional in Hattiesburg, which is always fun to be kicking it in Hattiesburg. That's probably one of my favorite regionals because I love that Southern Miss, Troy, Jack State, and then the odd man out, Virginia. Like what is Virginia doing down in Hattiesburg?
I have another one where it's like, why is this team here? The Athens regional is as follows. Georgia.
Okay. Makes
BC.
sense.
Fine, whatever. Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Long Island.
I assume that it's because BC and Long Island can travel together. They can be travel buddies.
Liberty.
No, I know. It is Liberty. CBS says it's Liberty.
It sure looks like Liberty. Bottom right-hand corner of your category.
It's UIC. I looked that up myself.
The Flames in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay. The Flames are in Atlanta. I got confused.
Yeah, I also got confused. I ended up looking at a different bracket because I was very confused about this. I like that we have sent LIU to Athens. Mm-hmm. That feels like a good place for a bunch of Long Islanders.
Feels good. Same with Boston College. The Nebraska regional is wild too.
Of all the teams that made the tournament this year, only one has never been there before.
And
it's Tarleton State.
Oh yeah,
the WAC champ.
The last WAC champ was the first time Tarleton State is going to the dance. What do you call this? The scuffle, the shindig,
the
hootenanny,
the road to Omaha.
Excuse me.
Road to Omaha.
I think it's the sock hop.
I like that
because of baseball socks. Thank you.
Mm. Oh yeah,
true.
I like that.
SEC is 12 teams, ACC is 9, Big 12 6, Sun Belt 5. That's 4th place. Big 10 4, but 3 of those are former Pac-12 schools. Nebraska's the only non-one. Yeah. Conference USA gets 3, Big West gets 2, and then 1's all the way down for the rest of the conferences. This is the time I really get into like college baseball. Mm-hmm. I'll fully admit that I'm not someone who watches the day-to-day of college baseball. But like this is the time where I lock in. I'm very excited about this.
It's May Madness.
It's also because a lot of these schools have very great baseball-specific logos.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm compiling something for this, but there's like a bunch of these that are gorgeous, and they only use them for baseball. I think Miami has one of my favorites. Things like that. Yeah.
Dude, look at in the Austin regional. Just look at the Gauchos jersey. Like that's phenomenal with like the script.
Oh, UC Santa Barbara? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. Who's the 4th team in the Nebraska regional?
Sun Devils?
It's Nebraska, Ole Miss, Arizona State, and South Dakota State.
I was going to say
South Dakota State. Oh, the Jacks.
Right? Oh, those are gorgeous. Those are gorgeous.
Beautiful baseball jerseys. So, like, you don't really get to see those too much. I really like that. Like UC Upstate, which is like, I mean, great black and green. Like you don't get to see too many of these things too often unless you're like a real college baseball head. I do watch every now and then if like something crazy goes on, but I'm not like doing all the crazy screens for this. But when it's the College World Series time, when the bracket's here, I'm there.
WVU baseball, make a version of the hockey sweater, but for baseball. I will buy it.
I've never seen the hockey sweater.
Hang on.
Oh, these are great. Those are gorgeous.
This guy. Best dang thing. Love that thing.
You guys need to get D1 hockey. The softball World Series. We have our final 8 teams heading to Oklahoma. Oklahoma not being one of them.
No.
We have Alabama, UCLA, Nebraska, Arkansas, Texas Tech, Mississippi State, Tennessee, and...
No. I will get the spray bottle.
Talk shit. This is just the Sark song now.
It's a Sark song now. We'll get to that later.
So yeah, this is going to be a SEC heavy event, like it always is.
Who's like non-SEC? UCLA and Nebraska?
And Nebraska and
Texas
Tech. All right, so 5 out of 8 are SEC schools. Okay.
It doesn't surprise me.
And 2 more are Big Ten, and then Texas Tech is just out here like,
somebody from the Big 12 has to be here.
Like
it's important.
Others.
Softball and baseball, I believe, are the final 2 sports of the year for the NCAA.
Yes.
Baseball is, I know, so baseball, D1 baseball is the final one. So that'll be our final crowning before we get to the end of the season. So we're almost there. Today was not media days. It was the SEC conference, like get together. What do you call this?
I don't know.
Fab.
All the ADs.
It's the pre-meeting meeting.
Yeah, the ADs and the coaches all get together and they all talk to things. And we got some great quotes. Our friends, Nicole Arbach, Dave Ubben, a bunch of folks were there. So we got some quotes here. Commish, what do we got?
Nicole Arbach asked Mike Elko if it feels like there are rules right now in college sports. Mike Elko, a man of many words, said, quote, no, unquote.
Exactly what you want your coach to say.
It's just like, no. He said a whole bunch of other stuff too. Elko was quite entertaining. But when we went to the Bear Bryant Awards, I did utter the phrase of, oh my God, it's Mike Elko. Because we got done with the interviews and then like Elko just showed up in like a long sleeve Aggie t-shirt, just walked in to the hotel like it was just nothing for the Bear Bryant Awards. And he was just like, And so if somebody was going to give the quote in the SEC of that, it's Mike Elko. I appreciate him for that.
I relearned today, because I know I've learned this before, that he went to Penn. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, he's kind of like an East Coast person.
Mm-hmm.
Like his whole, like he went to Penn. He played safety for them. He coached at like Stony Brook, Merchant Marine. Like he's kind of like Hofstra, like doesn't even have a program anymore. Like he coached it. Like he's kind of like East Coast, and this is
he's originally from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So like a New Jersey guy in College Station. Yeah, he did. It's weird for him. Like this is the furthest west that he's been in his career.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't surprising.
It's like it's College Station. Yeah. So like he's big time, like East Coast. Like Notre Dame was like the furthest west before he got to A&M. Yeah. It's
Mike
kind of
Elko and Dave Clausen at Fordham must have been an experience.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would have been a super team. Oh, that would have been great.
How did they do that year?
It was 2 years.
Oh,
well,
okay.
it was at Fordham and then at Richmond.
And then
at Bowling Green.
For 5 years.
And then 3 seasons at Wake Forest with Dave Clausen.
Right, he's just hanging with Dave Clausen. 10-3 in 2002. And they won the Patriot co-champs. They lost in the quarterfinal to Nova in the playoffs. And then 2003, Clausen was there, 9-3, 4-3 the Patriot. They didn't make the playoffs. But I mean, look, 9-win seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then Clausen was gone. The bottom fell out of the Fordham Rams right there.
The Ramley.
Hashtag Ramley.
We had some controversy again come up about the new punt rule.
Oh, yeah.
Eli Drinkwitz was fired up about this. And his quote was, maybe they find a local judge who gives them the right to use whatever punt formation they want to use. Good.
Punt, sov, sit, Eli Drinkwitz.
Mm-hmm. I'm not punting, I'm traveling.
The flag has fringe on it. That means I can do whatever I want.
That's right. Just like I can punt however I want to punt. I have a ruling from a judge, and you show it to the ref. I don't have to change.
I don't have to give you my name.
I don't have to give you my formation. I can do this. I can put 3 linemen on one side.
I have a special card.
We have a judge who listens to this podcast. What do you want the punt rules to be?
Talk to Kurt Ferentz.
It's very doable.
I mean, he is a longtime punt advocate, and you need to talk with Kurt Ferentz.
Just imagine Kurt Ferentz out there being like, "Am I being detained?"
You have my name in all capital letters. That is the corporation, not the person. You cannot arrest me because I am not a corporation. I am a human being of the United States.
But I thought corporations were people.
Kirk Ferentz, sovereign punt citizen.
I won't lie. One of the things I really enjoy on Reddit, I follow the Sovereign Citizen subreddit. And it's a lot. They use all sorts of magic words to make things happen. And it looks like spells from like a witchcraft book. If I just say the right words, I don't have to pay taxes. It's really great.
Everyone's just out here trying to be the tree that owns itself.
Oh, also, I added something real fast.
What were you doing in Hattiesburg?
Kicking it.
There you go. Hopefully they make it far.
Do we all know which show that's from?
Is it like Ghost? Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
How do we not know what show, like...
Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, right?
It's Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
Listen, I was in rehearsal for that decade.
Yeah, my sister went to Hattiesburg, so she went to Southern Miss, so...
Kicking it.
She was kicking it there in Hattiesburg. I don't know how many years it took her to graduate, but she's,
a good time.
We don't ask questions. You're just kicking it.
A reasonable amount, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're good. Kicking it.
What were you doing in Hattiesburg?
Kicking it.
I mean, for sure.
Of course, Sark has something to say.
Yes.
Imagine that.
Hit the music.
Talking
shit.
Does it hurt to do horns down right now? Yes. Am I doing it anyway? Yes.
I'm about to say, careful with your webbing.
Steve Sarkisian says he was not punished by the SEC under its sportsmanship policy for his comments about Ole Miss. Quote, some of those comments were taken out of context, unquote. Said it was more about Texas and the difficulties it faces with the portal class and credits. This is not talking shit, Sarkisian. What happened? Like, did somebody get to him?
Yes,
did they listen?
Also,
he's been compromised.
Somebody listened to the podcast, and we did the talking shit music, and now Sarkisian's just like, we can't do this. The sickos are making fun of me.
Well, the talking shit music wasn't even about this.
It wasn't. It was about Texas Tech.
So now we have to talk shit about Sark?
Yes.
We got to talk shit about Sark not talking shit. Yes.
I mean, what happened, Sark? What, are you turning into Lane Kiffin, running away from social media?
I thought you used to be about this.
Come on, you're big old bad Texas, Sark.
Yeah, anyway, where's hating ass Sark?
Where's hating ass Sark?
He doesn't have the juice for that. Absolutely not.
Could we get like Cajun Sarkisian? Steve Sarkisian.
I'm assuming he doesn't speak Armenian. He is Armenian. But I assume that Cajun Armenian is not something that has ever crossed.
Oh my.
Would make some delicious food though.
Cajun Armenian.
Speak Armenian. Search. Sickos Committee Googles things.
Google doesn't work anymore.
The AI overview says no.
Okay.
Not that I trust that, but
Coach Sark, do you speak Armenian? No? Could you learn and then talk shit in Armenian? And nobody could get, you wouldn't get in trouble then.
Nobody could get mad.
Nobody could get mad, Sark. They would get lost in translation.
Oh, okay. So the AI summary quoting from an Zocalo from an article from 2013 talking about Sark, where someone else who is Armenian says that he doesn't think that Sark speaks Armenian.
Objection, hearsay?
Conjecture, really.
Sustained.
I wonder if only Sark and Bevo can communicate in Armenian.
So the idea is that Bevo doesn't speak any language. The reason people haven't been able to communicate with Bevo is that Bevo only speaks Armenian. We just haven't haven't had enough Armenians around him.
He's like Lady Rainicorn in Adventure Time, where Lady Rainicorn only speaks Korean, and the only person who speaks Korean on Adventure Time is Jake.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We figured it out. Bevo speaks Armenian.
Friends, if you would like to help us test this theory, please buy tickets to Texas games and scream at a cow in Armenian.
Armenians, we call upon you in our hour of need.
Then report back.
The Austin Armenians.
There's got
to be an Armenian.
They gotta have plenty in Austin.
Jordan, I thought of you. I was driving in the back of Beyond in Pennsylvania this past week, and I ran into a huge longhorn farm just in the middle of a holler. Like, what is this?
Please tell me you hit them with the horns down.
I did, and then I hit them with the regular horn.
You have to. You have to stop every half mile or whatever it is and honk your horn. Whatever the rule is in Pennsylvania.
Stupid PA blue laws.
Beth told me that when you're driving around the holler of PA, you have to stop and honk your horn every couple miles to scare things off.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Never heard of this rule. Like, this doesn't exist around here.
Of course it doesn't. You live in the land of sprawl.
We have animals around here. I saw a bobcat the other day. Bobcats like people, though.
Jordan, have you ever been stuck in a local traffic jam that has been caused by people needing to move their cows from the pasture on the one side of the road to the pasture to on the other side of the road?
Yes, but not around here. In the hill country, yes, but not around here.
Okay.
Shout out to Helena.
Another quote. This time from Jon Sumrall, head coach of Florida, formerly of Tulane. If Tulane had not allowed Jon Sumrall to coach in the CFP while taking the Florida job, what would he have done? Quote, I would have stayed at Tulane and not taken another job. We were playing for a championship. That's not a shot at anybody.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You are full of shit, Jon Sumrall.
Is it though, really?
So there are a lot of people on Blue Sky who are reading this as bullshit in the sense that they think he would have taken another job. I'm actually taking that one as face value and choosing to believe that he's just talking shit on Lane Kiffin.
So like you saying bullshit on like he wouldn't leave the team. You're not saying that there. It's just that he's taking a shot at Lane Kiffin.
Correct. Because you don't say that you're not taking a shot at anyone if you actually aren't.
Right. You could just leave it as it is without saying like no offense to anyone, but
like this is that's not a shot at anybody is raising questions that should be answered by the shirt.
By your shirt.
So like there was a further quote since the one that part went viral. He says, I would have stayed at Tulane and not taken another job. I was not going to leave a team playing for a championship to go coach another team. That's not in my DNA. I ain't built like that. Couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I'm not. That's not a shot at anybody.
Liar.
If Florida or any other school wanted to offer me their head coaching job, was going to tell me the terms they needed to be on, the answer for me was, I can't take the job. Sorry, I just can't do it because those kids had given me just too much, and it just wouldn't have been fair, and it just wouldn't have been. Okay, that's apparently, I don't know if that's a typing error. It just wouldn't have been fair. I'll say that. Personally, I believed him. He would have stayed with Tulane if there wasn't a condition that, because I know he was up for other jobs. I think other schools were like, hey, no, you need to go now. And I think maybe he turned down another job just to go to Florida because Florida gave him that grace to go to the playoff. If it is a shot at Lane, it's fine. Take a shot at Lane. Yeah. LSU and Florida don't like each other anyway. You know, the Gators and Tigers, even though LSU doesn't officially have any rivals, they have a lot of like, I hate you when I play you situations in LSU and Florida had a pissing contest on who's tougher about a hurricane. And so, yeah, they don't like each other. When those two get together, those games never make sense. It's like almost an automatic, like it's a Sickos top 10 game each week when they play, no matter what they are, because something is going to happen and go off the rails. I mean, we had a punter with a taunting penalty kicker called back. You had the cleat yeet. You had, the Tebow jump pass thing. There's so much stuff in that. LSU beating number one, like storming the field in like 97 or 98 with Jerry Donardo. So like, yeah, there's a history there. And if that's a little like kindling to the fire between those two, I do that. I believe him. I'll give him at face value. Maybe I'm swayed the fact that Jon Sumrall does follow us on the committee and has been following us since his Tulane and Troy days. Maybe I'm biased there, but I believe him saying that, but I think he was taking a shot at Lane.
I want to say another quote we don't have in here that he said today that actually annoyed me. Jon Sumrall asked about the importance of having JMU 2 lanes in the CFP. Quote, access is nice to have when you're at that level. I do think I've been on both sides of this now. Are there 2 deserving G5, G6 teams in the 12-team playoff? I would question that. That's the sound of
you've been in
ladder
Florida
being
for
pulled
like
up.
30 seconds. And yeah,
my dude got gator pilled.
So he said 2, right? So he's still meaning that maybe like another person should have got in over the other. Like he was like, no, we're in. Like JMU shouldn't have gotten in. Or is he still like, hey, let's just do the one thing?
I mean, this is either way. This is like a very fuck you, I got mine kind of situation, and I don't like that.
I don't know about the two thing because I mean, like it's 12 now, and it had to have something historic happen. 5-win team winning a conference. Thank you, Duke, for getting 2 in. Like I don't think that happens again. But who knows what's going to happen with the playoff because people are stupid.
Sport's dumb. We'll figure it out.
The whole sport is just ridiculous. It's stupid. And we can go into the next Jon Sumrall quote explaining how stupid the sport is. So Jon Sumrall said, the coaching carousel, early signing period, portal, and postseason all overlapping in college football is like mixing tequila, bourbon, and beer all at once.
So it's just drinking a Boilermaker with a Mexican cowboy?
All at once, that's right. And okay. I quoted that post with Jon Sumrall just saying the words, Mardi Gras.
He drinks tequila drink. He drinks a beer drink.
That's right.
He drinks a bourbon drink.
I feel like that's happened to me at Mardi Gras. I feel like that has happened to me at Mardi Gras a few times with like probably some Jägermeister. Oh God, please never again Jägermeister.
Never again.
Jäger
so
bad.
Good. It's so good.
Jäger bad.
No, Bridget, the answer, by the way, was 52 minutes.
Damn it. I was way off.
For what?
For when podcast would start as bullshit.
Oh. And then, of course, Lane had to say something today. Lane says Ole Miss would have reached the national title if he coached it. Should have been there, Lane.
Whose fault was that?
He is such a good heel. Again, I don't do wrestling, but I assume this is what good heel work looks like.
You don't need to do wrestling. We do college football. It's just the same thing. Just do you have time for double the amount?
I don't know, Lane. Just do your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. People
Chase
like
your
it.
Bliss, Lane.
And then we need to pour one out. The SEC athletic directors have voted to no longer play SoCon Challenge Weekend. They will play a normal conference game the second to last week of the season, as opposed to usually playing some combination of Mercer, the Citadel, the rest of the SoCon, whoever they pick. And it's going to be sad. We have come to sort of enjoy that week. We'll see, what team is winning at halftime to make someone uncomfortable.
When we get to stop the count.
I love the fact that the SEC would do that in November, but like if you do it in September, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I just love the fact that the Big Ten folks are like, wow, why are they playing one of these games in November? We should be playing conference games.
You schedule Duquesne in August.
Hey, put some respect on the city game. I genuinely really enjoyed the time that Florida almost lost on SoCon Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. Like, it does, sometimes funny things happen.
On those like SoCon Challenge Saturdays, I love them. I don't care like when you put your bye game there. I don't, because like you have most of the time the week after that is like the most important game of the year for every single one. The Iron Bowl's next, clean old fashioned hate, like Florida State. I mean, like the most important game of the year, rivalry wise, is like that. And so that's typically why they scheduled that way. I don't care that they did. Who cares if they play an FCS team or like a Sunbelt team or Conference USA team in November? I don't care. Schedule how you want to. I love the fact that it just pissed off Big Ten people so much.
Yeah.
Like that. I love that. You gotta be playing Purdue now in November. It's the hardest schedule. It's the hardest schedule.
Was this the first time that Greg Sankey was willing to call it Cupcake Weekend?
So he legitimately called it that, right? Which
he did.
I feel like is...
Was that the first time that he said the thing out loud?
I think so. Because it's wild that he would call it that as the commissioner of the conference?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, he outright called it Cupcake Weekend, which is wild.
That is a little bit weird.
I really think that we got to Clockwork Orange him and just make him watch UAB football one season. It's right there. Just force him to watch Blazer football for a whole year.
Well, no, Trent Dilfer's gone, so.
Oh, they're on the up. They can be on the up and up, yeah.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know how the new coach is gonna.
I think it's probably still worth Clockwork Oranging Greg Sankey just on principle.
Here are the teams that last year that the SEC played in week 13. I'm not going to count conference games here because some of them play conference games. A&M plays Samford. Georgia played Charlotte. Alabama played Eastern Illinois. Auburn played Mercer. South Carolina played Coastal. And LSU played Western Kentucky. Those are the out-of-conference games.
Coastal and Western Kentucky are like...
Western Kentucky did give LSU a bit of shit.
It was 13-10. Yeah, it was closer than it needed to be. And then, I didn't realize both Ole Miss and Mississippi State had a bye week before the Egg Bowl.
Yeah, so it's just like the way they schedule, whatever, man. It's like, you can't play Eastern Illinois in November. You're supposed to do that in Labor Day. It's just
the classic.
It's just like, you can't play Eastern Illinois after Labor Day. That's just like wearing white after Labor Day. How dare you? It was a funny thing for me how people would get bent out of shape about it when ultimately it just didn't really matter to me. It's just like, wow, are you gonna? I'm like the first game of the season is like Texas versus Ohio State, and then you're mad that like Texas is playing like Abilene Christian in November, and I'm like, okay, sure, like. They played Clemson the open, or like Ohio State the opening. It doesn't have to be in a perfect order, Big Ten.
Last bit of college football news: the NCAA has ruled Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby ineligible. They're going to appeal this.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. The Texas Tech president released a long ass tweet.
He's like,
about, go.
I'm sorry that happened, or I'm glad that happened, but I ain't reading all that.
I ain't reading all that. Yeah, basically that's it. Yeah.
Bridget, you're muted.
You're muted.
If I read all this, I'm literally going to drop dead of hate.
We'll see what happens with this. I should probably do some research into who Texas Tech's next up is, because I don't think it's going to be Sorsby.
I don't know that anybody really knows the answer to that question right now.
Is it Will Hammond?
Great question. Texas
like
Tech roster 2026.
It's so early for this.
Googles things.
I know.
I'm
Will
sure
Hammond.
Will Hammond. Okay.
A lot of people are Googling this right now.
I don't know if that's the
People
depth
are
chart,
asking
but
this.
that's the only other quarterback that I see.
That could be a problem as well.
Oh, he went to Hutto. He's a hippo.
Oh, he's a Hutto hippo. I found out. So the new high school in Hutto is also going to be the Hippos. Yeah. All of the middle schools in Hutto are hippos. All the elementary schools in Hutto are hippos. Yeah, everyone's a hippo.
Obviously.
Why would you be anything else when you could be a hippo?
Right.
The elementary school should be pygmy hippo.
Elementary school is Moodang.
Moodang. I once taught at a district that only had one elementary, one middle, one high. It was the Bear Cubs, the Bear Kits, and the Bear Cats. That's good. I like it when schools do that. I see a guy by the name of Stephen Cannon as a quarterback listed here. Ooh. Just going to say nominative determinism tells me.
Cannon.
Yeah, but Cannon gives me that guy's going to be Joe Milton. If your last name is Cannon, you're going to be Joe Milton, which is fine. He was fun.
Oh, he's a freshman. No, it ain't going to happen.
Okay. Future Joe Milton. You heard it here first. We got a potato gun on top of a Roomba.
Yes.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Third string quarterback, potato cannon on top of a Roomba.
Perfect.
Folks, if you want to dress like us, and why wouldn't you? Home Field Apparel, the official and exclusive apparel brand of the Sickos Committee. Let's see what we're wearing tonight, y'all. Hail to Old Kansas, Kent State. Beth is rocking an IUP shirt. Not Home Field, but very cool.
Home Field at IUP.
I'm wearing my other Goldie shirt. I have two.
You just keep wearing Goldie shirts? Is that all you have?
I got one for Christmas, and I got one out of a random pack.
When's the last time you did laundry?
3 days ago. 3 days ago. This is a different Goldie. This is a different Goldie shirt. The other one has Senior Head.
I'm just checking.
Use our offer code yes 3 ha's for 15% off your first order. Or if you would like to remember it this way, yes Haynes, the famous baseball player.
He's totally real.
Hayes, not Haynes.
Hayes, thank you.
There's no N in there.
Haynes K.
You want to go to live events, and you absolutely should. Use our Vivid Seats offer code, Sickos20, for $20 off your first purchase of $200 or more. Sign up for our Beehive, or our
Beehive,
where we do our off-season writing, and in-season writing too, but right now we're in off-season.
That's where the writing goes, regardless of season.
Bridget has been posting things about what schools pay for FCS games and G5 games.
I'm also learning where lots of schools are going, because it's all news to me.
Sign up for our Patreon. $3, $5, $10, $100 a month. $3 gets you access to all of our past podcasts, our special episodes, including our drought series, including our Bundesliga bachelors, all sorts of stuff. For free, you get the red card report with Commish every week.
Yeah, I'm recording that tomorrow morning.
Are you going to do a World Cup red card report?
Yeah, if there are red cards. I think this is going to be like the last edition of the red card report because some of the seasons are winding down. But we'll see. I'll keep it up. We'll have the data running to check it. If there's enough and some crazy stuff, I'll keep doing it. But like these are like 10 to 15 to 20 minute podcasts that I just rattle them all off. It's a lot of fun. Rapid fire red card report. Red cards from around the world.
$5 a month gets you access to our Discord where you can chat with us throughout the week. $10 a month, you suggest a word we put in the pod. And for $100 a month, I'll tell you I love you. I love you, Zach.
We love you, Zach.
Go to our merch store, sickoscommunity.org. Sign up for our YouTube. Our YouTube has been blowing up because of our Winnie 500 content. Someone just posted a comment that was, this is how I found out the Sickos have a YouTube channel. There you go.
Hey, everybody has to find things out somehow.
Mm-hmm.
We promoted it a good bit, but it's just like not everybody sees everything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't even see everything that we post, and I'm us.
Go to our Instagram, go to our TikTok, go to our Twitch. Shout out to our friends at Message Board Geniuses Podcast. They go the places we refuse to go. And shout out to our friends at Feed Your Mascot Podcast, where Jeff and Blue cover the culture around college football. And of course, producer Arthur is doing a charity bike race. He's trying to raise
bike ride. It is not a race.
Thank you. He's trying to raise
ride his bicycle.
He's trying to raise $1,309. I'm checking wegottafled.com right now. He is up to 592.
Okay.
So donate. And what did he say he'll do? Dye his hair green?
Yes.
Dye his hair green if he meets the goal.
So donate. And it's for cancer research at The Ohio State University.
Mm-hmm. And he chose $1,309 for no reason in particular.
Commish.
Beth is on mute, but she looks very displeased.
You could just feel the anger from Beth coming without her having to say anything.
I stopped eating my ice cream and I'm just glaring.
You're going to melt it in your hand out of anger. Commish, take us back to 2006.
All right. So we're going back again. We're doing another Retroactive Sickos National Championship pull here. We got nominees out the wazoo. Wazoo is not a nominee. We're going back 20 years ago. That was 20 years ago, 2006. Our national champion was Florida. They defeated Ohio State in the championship game. Ohio State's Troy Smith won the Heisman. Let's give you some music hits from 2006 to take you through the season of what happened in 2006.
I just want to note, I was a conscious human being for this one.
I know. It's crazy.
I graduated college this year.
I was 11.
I did not.
Same.
I also graduated college this year.
Yeah, you did, Beth.
So we're going to talk about the songs that took place during the season. So the first week of the season, it was London Bridge by Fergie.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah,
and
good one.
She asked you, how come every time I come around, her London Bridge is going down?
Go down.
That's apparently. Then after that,
I used to listen to that on my commute to work for my first job, selling internet at the beach.
Yeah. We had that at the smoothie shop like constantly, unfortunately, because we had the radio on, and that was like every third song was London Bridge.
Then from September 9th through October 21st, Justin Timberlake was bringing Sexy back.
I remember this one because
there you go.
Don't know how to act.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Also, imagine a school bus full of 11-year-olds singing along to this song.
Yeah.
Because I was one of the 11-year-olds.
Then we had from October 28th to November 4th, we had Moneymaker by Ludacris featuring Pharrell Williams.
Not great.
Then from November 11th to November 25th, My Love, which is Justin Timberlake featuring T.I.
It does still go.
Yeah.
Like that, the Timbaland production, you just can't beat it. I'm sorry.
There was a lot of Timbaland. Before the season, Timbaland, it was Promiscuous by... It was
with Nelly Furtado.
Nelly Furtado and Timbaland, yeah. This was like the season of Timbaland and all his beats.
Yeah, he was on one this whole time.
Yeah,
like his historic run, like aside from all the Missy Elliott stuff he did, he was just on one.
Championship weekend, December 2nd through December 9th, it was I Want to Love You
That's,
by
excuse
Akon.
me, that is not the name of the song. That is not the name of that song.
Akon featuring Snoop Dogg. We have kids listening to this song.
That song is not called I Wanna Love You.
Originally titled I Wanna You.
What was
that like I don't say fuck on this podcast?
No, just say like,
what was this? Was it Enrique Iglesias, Tonight I'm Fucking You? Is that
yes. Yep. That one also came out. That was like I was in high school for that one, so like 2009, 2010, yeah.
And then at the end of the year, once we got into the bowl games, it was Beyonce with Irreplaceable.
To the left, to the left.
Yes.
Everything we own in the box to the left.
That's correct.
The left to the left, also how I describe my political views.
All right, 2006, we're going back to movies. We'll start
That's
here.
where the beef goes.
To start the season, it was Snakes on a Motherfucking Plane.
Yeah!
Great movie.
Then we had Invincible, which is the Mark Wahlberg Philadelphia Eagles movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's no field goal kicking, garbage picking Philadelphia.
Tony
phenomenon.
What is
No.
really?
Then we had The Covenant for a week. Gridiron Gang with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I remember this one.
Jackass #2. Open Season, which apparently is a comedy film. With,
I remember that. It was
animation.
animated.
The cartoon.
The Departed after that.
Wait, The Departed was like number one at the box office?
Yeah, in October 8th, 2006. Yes. Then The Grudge 2, The Prestige.
The Prestige.
Saw 3, Borat for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
My wife.
That's right, my wife.
Still haven't seen that.
Then November 19th through December 3rd, it was Happy Feet.
Oh yeah.
The original Happy Feet. Then we had Apocalypto, which I have never heard of this.
Oh, that's the weird Mel Gibson Mayan end of the time. Oh, that was a weird one.
Oh, this is an Arthur Ass movie, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't even know if this is an Arthur Ass movie given the Mel Gibson content. But
that's true.
We'll have to check it.
Then we get The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith.
Oh, with Will Smith, yeah.
Ending the year, it was Night at the Museum.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Robin Williams and also to the little Roman soldier and the little cowboy.
Let's go ahead and we'll start with the nominees. Up first, your Maryland Terrapins.
Oh boy.
Maryland finished 9-4. Their point differential was 0.
Perfectly balanced.
Head coach Ralph Friedgen. All of their losses were to ranked teams. Only one win over a ranked team. They lost to number 5 West Virginia. They lost to number 18 Georgia Tech. They lost to number 20 Boston College, number 20 Wake Forest, but they beat number 19 Clemson.
Now, kids, this is when Clemsoning was a thing. So
yes,
this is not surprising.
This is Tommy Bowden Clemson.
Yeah, this is not Clemson imploding is not a surprising thing here.
All right. They beat Virginia by 2, 28-26. Surprisingly, not with a safety.
Yeah.
They had a punter drafted. Adam Podlish was drafted 101 in the 4th round by the Jaguars the very next year. He averaged 42 yards, a punt. They beat Purdue in the Champs Sports Bowl 24-7. And then this is the year that they announced that they were joining the Big Ten in 2014.
Huh.
Wait, they announced it in 2006?
Is that right?
That was on the Wikipedia page. For the Champ Sports Bowl, at the very bottom, there's a little snippet that says this is when they announced that they were going to join Purdue in the Big Ten in 2014.
Okay.
Maryland.
Take it up with Wikipedia, dude.
No, that's fine.
This is for the listeners. This is not for you. This is for the listeners. If you have a problem, don't at me at Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I clicked on the Sports Bowl actually itself. It says Maryland had announced in 2012 that they would join Purdue in the Big Ten. This is considered part of the aftermath of this bowl game in 2006. Why? How is it a 2006 bowl game? The aftermath of the Champ Sports Bowl.
Sometimes you look at your season, and anytime you play, and you mostly got your butt kicked in the games where you've wanted to like step up and win. And you get to go play Purdue, and you think to yourself, if I could just play Purdue more.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of other Purdues in the Big Ten.
How has that worked out for you, Maryland?
About as well as firing Ralph Friedgen did. Justice for Ralph Friedgen.
Well, also, I feel like Maryland got to the Big Ten and was like, when they went to the Big Ten being like, I want to play more Purdues. And then they got to the Big Ten and realized that they are Purdue.
Yeah.
The funny thing about this thing is like points for 284. Points per game, 21.8. Points against, 284. Opponent points per game, 21.8.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
It's just crazy. They had 19 fumbles. They lost 11 fumbles. They threw for 16 touchdowns and had 12 interceptions on the year.
Oh, I remember that Clemson game. Maryland's Clemson, that 13-12 game. Oh, God.
13-12, yes. Yes.
Oh, man,
right.
that thing was ugly. Complimentary.
It ain't got no alibi.
It did not.
13-12. All right. Number 2, New Mexico State, 4-8. They finished with a better point differential than Maryland. They had a +5 point differential.
Okay.
They were coached by Hal Mummy.
Hey!
Yeah, they lost to Idaho in the Kibbe Dome. Idaho was still FBS at the time.
Hooray!
They also lost to Boise State. Yes, that Boise State team.
Yeah. That one.
They had the most fumbles on one of the most fumbles on the year. They had 30 fumbles. They lost 22. They had 34 turnovers total. They were 4 for 10 on field goals.
They were generous. This was a generous team.
Yeah, I feel like you have to try to give away that many.
What do we like most of all? Sharing.
2 of their wins were FCS teams. They beat Southeastern Louisiana to open there. Then they beat Texas Southern. They didn't win a game for the rest of the year until the very last 2 games of the year.
Oh no.
They beat Utah State 42-20. And then they beat Louisiana Tech 50-23 to end the season with a +5 point differential.
This is waction, baby.
This is waction. This is definitely waction. Next team, ULM, 5-6, finished with a -5 point differential.
So we have a +5, a -5, and a flat 0 at this point.
That's right. That's why I put them
still
here.
perfectly balanced.
That's beautiful.
We're perfectly balanced. For the nominees right here we go. ULM, they had 10 touchdown passes and 15 interceptions. They fumbled 26 times, but somehow they only lost 9 of those, which is the biggest disparity in all of NCAA. Like, they had the difference in like fumbles, like the total and fumbles lost. Like that's a 17 disparity in between. So they had, I guess, some sort of fumble luck.
You need to be more generous. That's how you get that 5 point differential back.
Yeah, yes. I mean, also 1.5 to 1 to touchdown ratio, pretty good. We've seen better, but
we've seen better. There's some more on here a little bit later. You'll like that. So ULM's record, they had 5 losses by 1 possession.
Oh no.
Yeah, this was a heartbreaking ULM year, but very sickos. They lost by 2 to Kansas. They lost by 2 to FAU. They lost by 4 to Arkansas State. They lost by 5 to Troy, and they lost by 2 to Kentucky. 2 Power 5 losses by 2.
I'm just imagining you sitting in the wreckage of this season thinking, someday I'm going to have a committee about this.
Yeah, 2007 was better. We beat Alabama. This was a rough year, like very sickos because ULM's there. Oh no, this All right, number 4, Wake Forest 11-3, the ACC champs. Wake Forest 11-3. They won the ACC championship game 9-6.
This was a fun ass Wake team too.
It was their first 10-win season in school history. They went to the Orange Bowl. They lost to 5th-ranked Louisville. Let me see if I get their stats real quick. I have like the stat finder. Hold on.
I feel like we skipped over 9-6 ACC championship game over GT.
Yeah, over GT. Yeah, that's there. That's a big one.
This was a Jim Grobe team.
Jim Grobe. They finished ranked 18th. They had 18 fumbles. They lost 12, and they had 23 total turnovers on the year. But somehow 11-3. Incredible.
They made a movie about. Oh, awesome! They did a feature film about this team.
Oh,
called The Fifth Quarter.
Number 5, Purdue 8-6. They were 8-6, and they finished with a -10 point differential.
Oh boy!
They finished 9 for 21 on field goals. Purdue, what are you doing?
I mean, among other things, losing to Maryland.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They had 19 fumbles. They lost 9 of those, but they had 20 turnovers, so that was 20 interceptions. Their quarterback was Curtis Painter, and Curtis Painter set a record. He started in 14 games in his sophomore season. He threw 22 touchdowns and 20 interceptions, and he rushed for 6 touchdowns. He set the Big Ten Conference season in passing yards, breaking Drew Brees' record of 3,983 by 2 yards than 3,985.
Huh.
Drew Brees and Curtis Painter, pretty much the same product.
The
Two
only
quarterbacks alike in dignity.
The only other time that I've seen Drew Brees probably take this out on Curtis Painter was when the Saints beat the shit out of the Colts, where Curtis Painter started 62-7.
Ouch.
Drew Brees is like, you're not going to be getting 2 more yards than me, son.
Yes, not getting. So he led the Boilermakers to the Champ Sports Bowl again, which led Maryland apparently to the Big Ten.
Big domino.
Conference realignment is entirely Curtis Painter's fault.
Yes, Curtis Painter did it. Curtis
Painter ruined college football.
We could say that. Next up, I have Kentucky. Kentucky was 8-5, but they finished with a negative 22-point differential. They went to the Music City Bowl and they beat Clemson in the Music City Bowl.
Yeah, that feels correct.
Kentucky in the Music City Bowl just feels like
that's right.
Like you do.
Like all of that just feels correct. You could tell me that happened in basically any year for Kentucky, and I would believe you.
So Kentucky lost to every single ranked opponent they faced. They didn't upset anybody. They did beat Georgia 24-20, which was nice. And, they lost to Florida, Louisville, LSU, Tennessee, but they beat Clemson. They only beat Louisiana Monroe, again, 42-40 by 2. A lot of their wins were very close. Their losses, not so close. Let me get the stats here. They had 20 fumbles, 10 lost, and they had 17 turnovers, so they had 7 interceptions thrown on the year. So number 7, Kent State, 6-6, the most fumbles in all of FBS this year.
That's a pretty good Kent State team for that era.
You remember when I said that ULM had a 17 difference in fumbles and fumbles lost? Yeah, Kent State beat that.
By how much?
They had 40 fumbles. They only lost 13 of them. 27 fumble difference.
That's really impressive.
I have to assume that their games looked like 4 middle schoolers playing Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Well, Beth,
pinball machine.
Guess what? Why it looked like Hungry Hungry Hippos? Because their quarterback was Julian Edelman.
Really?
That's right. Julian Edelman, QB. He went 134 for 242, 55.4 completion percentage, 10 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Kent State 6-6. They went 2 for 10 on field goals the entire year, but they won the wagon wheel. 6-6.
I have a question for you guys. Okay. Julian Edelman played for the Patriots from 2009 to 2020. How many games did he start?
How many games did he start as a wide receiver?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess it was pretty small because wasn't he only in some of their packages?
No, he played a lot as a wide receiver.
Yeah, I know, but
he only started 85 games in all those seasons.
Wow. Yeah, he was banged up a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild that he was. I didn't realize he went to Kent State.
I like the fact that he looks kind of banged up in his picture.
He was
a
quarterback.
I thrown in the chat.
No, I mean, he's a quarterback for Kent State, and then this was one of those Belichick let's convert this quarterback to a wide receiver thing.
Yeah,
right.
This was like Belichick's hey, we're gonna draft this. Yeah.
This week on Bill Belichick's episode of This Old Quarterback.
This old quarterback.
Bill Belichick's Mind Palace.
Yeah,
that's right. He's like, I can do this. I'll find the Julian Edelman at UNC. No, but yeah, Kent State wild this year. A lot of fun. 6-6, up and down year. I love the stat: 40 fumbles, but only lost 13. Yeah.
That's great.
Number 8, Iowa. They finished 6-7.
Yes.
All right. They had 21 fumbles. They lost 12. Their quarterback was Drew Tate. He had 21 TDs and 19 interceptions. They started the season ranked 16th. However, they ended on a 4-game losing streak. One of the weirdest stats that I could find, if this is accurate, I checked StatHead and I tried to verify this. They only recovered 1 fumble on defense the entire year. They only forced 1 fumble and they recovered it. That's it the entire year on defense.
Just got to make it count.
But their defense did get 14 interceptions.
That feels correct.
I want to read this little clause here. And I understand how math works. I get all of that, but somehow this still feels wrong. Led by 8th-year head coach Kirk Ferentz.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just thought I'd put that in there for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, As always, linear time was a mistake.
He was only this many.
Kirk Ferentz did
Still on 2 hands.
6-6 Iowa made the Alamo Bowl somehow.
Sure.
And they lost to Texas 26-24 in the Alamo Bowl.
I guess that's when like the Alamo Bowl wasn't as big of a deal.
Yes.
Because that's
Texas
not.
What was Texas that year? Texas, Big 12.
Number
Texas was 10-3.
Hey
and
guys,
they had to play 6-6 Iowa.
I got a picture for you in the chat.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh.
That is a young Kirk Ferentz.
I don't know what to do with young Kirk Ferentz.
You like that?
It's
No, just
closer to a
no,
question
actually, I
than I
don't.
ever would have thought.
in my head, Kirk Ferentz like sprang out of his mother looking the way that he does now, but smaller.
Kirk
And so,
Ferentz on the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yeah.
Got a better
I just-
one.
What do we do
What?
with young? No.
Oh man!
Mullen and Ferentz.
What's going on with it?
Hold on. We need to appreciate. Look at everything that's going on in this mullet because he's got a side
man.
part in the mullet.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's truly business in front. Like he's got like you could set your watch to that part. Like that's the kind of part that like my mom would make sure my part was perfect.
Yep.
He's got that part going on.
He and I have
And
the
then
same part.
Then it's a little party in the back. It's more of an adults drinking wine party in the back.
He's got a little bit like there's a nice party going on over that right shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a nice little ringlet going.
Yeah, they're a couple bottles in. People are starting to get loose, but it's not too crazy.
And he's got like kind of a half smile going, but his eyes are looking into the middle distance as if he can see his future after several decades at Iowa.
He's thinking about punts.
There's
Think
so
about
many
punts.
About those punts.
Exactly. He's in his mind palace.
I love this schedule for Iowa. Like we started 4-0. They got all the way up to 13th. They lost to number 1 Ohio State. They got fetty-whopped 38-17. They beat Purdue 47-17. Then they lost to Indiana at Indiana.
Oh no.
31-28. Then they lost.
For recent listeners of this show, losing to Indiana used to be embarrassing.
Yeah. Indiana that year was 5-7, so not too
Not a bad
horrible
one.
of an Indiana
That's
team.
pretty good in Indiana.
Yeah.
Kind of respectable, yeah.
Then they lost at number 2 Michigan. Then they dropped out of the rankings. They beat Northern Illinois. Then like the bottom of the season dropped out. They lost to Northwestern, who was 4-8. They lost to Wisconsin, and then they lost at Minnesota to end the season. And then they went to the Alamo Bowl. I don't understand why. Like, where did Penn State go to the bowl game? Penn State went to the Outback Bowl instead of the Alamo Bowl. Okay,
That's
sure.
like
Whatever.
that's where Penn State went for a good long time there.
Yeah, they were Outback.
God
They were trying
damn,
Outback
would I
or,
ever?
Outback or Capital One.
I would watch the hell out of The Curious Life of Kirk Ferentz.
All right. Let's go to the
Live
next one.
punting was with Kirk Ferentz.
All right, next nominee, Kansas State, 7-6, negative 13-point differential. They had
start.
10 touchdowns and 21 interceptions.
Oh,
Their
now we're
quar-
getting into that good shit.
That's good. That is
They're-
a good shit.
Their quarterback was Josh Freeman, and their head coach was Ron Prince. So this was the in-between Bill Snyder return days.
We are not yet to the point where Bill Snyder is pissed off enough that they're doing this in a stadium that's named after him.
Yeah, it's close, but not that. So let me see. I think I have some
Pitt
good
Girl
stats
has her
on.
hand up.
Yeah, go
Did
ahead.
we skip Illinois? We were just talking about
I
Kirk
think so.
Ferentz.
Yes.
Oh, I did skip Illinois. I'll go back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm
No,
not
it's
crazy.
fine. We can finish K-State and
Let's
then we'll
go
go
Yeah,
back.
finish K-State
Yeah.
and then go back.
So Kansas State, they had 17 fumbles. They lost 10, but they threw a lot of interceptions. Josh Freeman, like I said, a lot of interceptions, a lot of fun. K-State actually lost to Kansas, which is kind of crazy.
This was bad Kansas too.
Bad. Oh, Kansas is on this list too. So they finished with 22.8 points.
I mean, it's bad Kansas, but it's going to turn into good Kansas in the very near future. So
That's right.
Like,
Also-
let's keep that straight.
Also, like I'm cheating a little bit and reading ahead. This is like we've seen worse Kansas. This is
Oh,
okay
yeah.
Kansas.
This was fun, Kansas. I will say that. This season was fun.
This season of Kansas, there were moments of bitiness.
So K-State, the reason I have them on here is that they beat number 4 Texas 45-42.
Yay!
Good.
And then the very next week they lost at Kansas.
This was Texas. This was Texas the year after the national title.
Hungover
Texas. That's right.
Texas.
Hungover Texas. That's right. So that's there. 22.8 points for that was 69th. in
Nice.
FBS.
Nice.
I had to put that in there. All right, we'll go back to Illinois. Illinois,
the Zook era.
The Zook era. Second year Ron Zook. They had 34 fumbles. They lost 21. 35 turnovers total.
Yeah.
Passing, they had 11 touchdowns, 15 interceptions.
Okay.
Pretty good.
They lost by 2 to Indiana, and they only lost by 2 to 7 to Ohio State, who played in the national championship game.
That's correct. That feels correct.
Juice Williams was a quarterback.
Oh,
which,
hell yes.
The juice was loose.
Very loose. He only completed 39.5% of his passes on the year.
Yeah, it's fine.
But they had two longtime NFL Super Bowl winning running backs on the team, Pierre Thomas of the Saints and Rashard Mendenhall of the Steelers.
Oh, let's go.
But 2-10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Craziness. But 2-10. A lot of fun this year.
If Juice had understood that his job was really just to hand the ball to one of the two of them and not to throw it ever, it would have probably gone very differently for Illinois that year.
Man,
it did in 2007. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
sure
figured
did.
that out next year. He figured it out next year.
Yeah. I have nostalgia for Juice Williams. I just that is a guy I actually remember from this period of time.
This whole era of Illinois football was it was fun. I enjoyed watching these Illinois teams a lot.
Pitt Dad is originally from Greater Chicago, and so the obnoxiously Pitt household has always been broadly Illinois sympathetic, which is fun.
Next up, we have a little bit of the other end of the spectrum. 11-3 Hawaii.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Best Hawaii era. Love, love, love.
Yeah. Head coach June Jones.
Yeah.
Quarterback, rest in peace, Colt Brennan.
R.I.P. buddy.
Yeah.
R.I.P. They had 28 fumbles and they lost 16 of them.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, okay, that's fine. The fun thing is the passing stats.
Yeah, 11 million yards.
Colt Brennan had 5,549 yards.
Yep, that's the shit.
58 touchdown passes and 12 interceptions.
I'll allow it.
He averaged about 400 yards per game.
Yeah, buddy.
God, he was so much fun.
I remember watching these games so vividly.
Yeah, amazing.
Puddles would be like, shouldn't we go to bed? And I'm like, no.
Absolutely not.
We can't.
Right. They're
going to score another 100. We have to watch this.
We got to watch this. They're wide receivers. The two wide receivers over 1,000 yards, Devon Bess and Jason Rivers. They had like 25 touchdowns each. Like the running back, Nate Iloa, had 13 rushing touchdowns, but he had 18 receiving touchdowns.
Yep.
Good God, we are remembering some guys right now.
Remember some guys. That's right.
I have some more guys for us to remember as we go on.
More guys.
We're in prime guy remembering.
This is
here.
guy remembering territory here. They lost to Mike Shula, Alabama, and his last year's head coach. The only other losses were to Boise State and Oregon State. They did beat Arizona State in the Hawaii Bowl.
Nice.
Another one, kind of on the other end of the spectrum. Boise State was unranked to start this year. They finished 13-0.
Slightly ranked.
Slightly ranked. Finished fifth, I believe.
Should have finished even higher than that. But I'm not the one making the decisions.
They had the famous Fiesta Bowl win over Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
They went unranked to undefeated. Boise's stats are just incredible this year. I think they had the highest point differential on the year.
I believe
that would make sense.
And while Commish looks for that, because I know every podcast is someone's first and that we have listeners even younger than me. If you don't know about this Boise State Fiesta Bowl, there are clips on YouTube. There are clips on YouTube.
We made a video about it.
Go. Just make sure that you know about this.
Telling you about this game.
It's important. It's an important part of the lore. This game is why Boise State is what it is now.
Boise State got to this point through just an insane set of circumstances, and then they got here, and nobody believed in little old Boise State, and then they showed out. Genuinely, everyone was like, "Who the fuck is Boise State?" And real ball knowers were like, "You underestimate Boise State at your peril."
Yeah, they scored 516 points on the year. They only gave up 229. Jared Zabransky, quarterback, 23 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. The running back, Ian Johnson, 1,700 yards. He had 25 touchdowns, averaging about 143 yards a game. Very Ashton Genty-esque, I would say, before Ashton Genty.
So Ashton Genty could do his little run.
Just an incredible team. A lot of fun. I feel like Sickos wise, like we would have glommed onto this.
Yes, very hard.
And we would have been calling for
this
them.
is one of my inflection points. Like this is why I am the way that I am. Is this year?
Same.
I mean, also this is, it's not exactly the same as our precious baby Indiana growing up to be an unstoppable killing machine, but it is sort of in that vein.
Yeah, and
so we would have been very much about it.
Of little baby Indiana. Look at you, little fledgling. You're learning to fly and cruise.
I will say that a lot of these games were only available on KTVB, the Boise local station.
So, that's extremely our shit.
So that was some of this, was that also like folks out east could not watch these games.
This was a team that I imbibed on the radio.
Because listener, it was 2006. Lots of people still had dial-up. You could not just like pirate a stream then.
The rivalry game against Fresno State was on ESPN2. They had their game against New Mexico State on ESPN. They had the game against Utah where they beat Utah 36-3 on Versus, probably in between reruns of Bloodsport. And then, again, a lot of the stuff was not, it was just KTVB. And then the Oklahoma thing kind of put them on the map. They were ranked 9th going into that game against number 7 Oklahoma.
People were so mad that they were playing Oklahoma. Like the discourse was atrocious about why they're playing Oklahoma. Like it's just a pity invite. Like
the two most toxic Fiesta Bowls I can remember for discourse was the Boise State one, which they showed up, and the UConn one.
Yeah.
When UConn got sent to the Fiesta Bowl against Oklahoma, I believe, everyone was like, oh, what the fuck is a 7-5 UConn? They won the Big East, which got an automatic qualifier back in the day. Like that was a thing.
Yes.
But I remember the same thing, that discourse just being fucking toxic online about this.
Yeah. Speaking of toxic discourse, we're nominating Oklahoma for this one. They were 11-3. Oklahoma 11-3. They tied for the most fumbles lost on the year. Their running back was Adrian Peterson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe
sure
something that plagued him throughout his NFL career. Thank you so much for coming in the NFC Championship game against the Saints. We appreciate that.
And all those fumbles against the Packers. Go Pack, go.
That's right. 33 fumbles on the year, 22 lost. They tied for 6th in FBS with the most turnovers lost, with 33 turnovers lost on the year. They lost to Boise State in that Fiesta Bowl. Of course, very, very memorable. They did win the Big 12, of course, because they do that. Their only losses were at Oregon, against Texas in the Cotton Bowl. Jordan loves that. And against Boise State. They only lost essentially to ranked teams all year, but for some odd reason, they love to turn the ball over a ton.
Yeah. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
The next two are kind of a combo thing here that I had to put them in here. I had to do this because this is a beehive that I wrote, and both of these teams were involved in this game, and I'm just nominating them because of this game. North Texas 3-9 and FIU 0-12.
Yep, I remember that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
North Texas 3-9 on the year. They had 9 touchdowns and 19 interceptions on the year.
Ooh. Good numbers.
They had 23 fumbles. They only lost 10. Now, FIU, let me get the FIU stats here. Hold on real quick. I don't think I got the fumble numbers here. They had 17 fumbles. They lost 11. And they had 26 turnovers on the year. So that's 15 interceptions for Florida International. I think they only threw 5 touchdown passes.
Oh, no.
5
That's
touchdown
not very
passes.
many.
That's
Not very many.
No.
Let me click on it real quick.
Many.
Yeah, 5 touchdown passes between 2 quarterbacks and 15 interceptions.
Ooh.
They only threw for 408 passing yards on the year.
Oh boy.
Oh, hello. FIU, hello.
Well, God, they had a wasting disease. Jesus.
Okay, but also
They only rushed for 682 yards on the year. The reason why they only rushed for that little bit about, the quarterback was sacked so many times he was negative 146 on the year.
Okay, but that's still only 700 rushing yards, even if you don't include the sack. Oh no.
That's right.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, FIU.
This was like FIU's like 3rd or 4th season in existence, though.
Okay, but like we've seen teams just spring out of the earth that do better than this.
Not
That's
this
very
one.
fair.
No, I think this was for FIU football. Let me see here.
It's like I've sprung out of the earth and I've stepped on a rake and then I stepped on 18 more rakes.
Stepped on another rake and another rake.
The inaugural season was in 2002, so this is their 4th season.
Wow.
Was Schembechler still here? 2006. Head coach was Don Strock. No, Schembechler was FAU. So yeah, Don Strock, it was his 5th year as head coach that year.
Oh boy.
They only scored 115 points on the year. The reason that I'm nominating both of these teams, they played a 7 overtime game with 16 field goals being attempted, and the 7 overtime game finished 25-22.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wrote a beehive on this game. It was one of the things, like a seemingly forgotten NCAA record. I don't even think a recording of this game exists because it was on some weird local thing, but this was a record-setting game, 7 OT. It was on something called, I think, Charter Sports Southeast.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is lost to the sands of the internet, to sands of time. But I'm nominating both of them for that.
This is why we have followers. Like, fly, my pretties. Find this.
No,
we need to see it.
Like, this is the kind of thing also that, like, some person somewhere recorded onto a VHS tape and has in their basement.
I have 3/4 of it, and then it's the Star Wars Christmas special. Yeah.
So, like, if you are the kind of person, or you know the kind of person who might have been tape recording an FIU North Texas game in 2006, do some digging for us, because, like, I really do need to see this.
Yeah, because the funny thing is that there was only 3 field goals attempted in regulation. There was 13 field goals attempted in the 7 overtimes. So that's the reason I'm nominating these two joint. If you want to separate them, it's fine. But I'm nominating these two together just because of that game.
I mean, I think if we were going to separate them out, we would have to pick FIU, but I agree with you that they should probably go as a pair.
This was North Texas's first overtime game in their school history, by the way.
Yeah, 7 of those.
What a way to start with overtimes.
I wrote a very long beehive about it. I just posted it in the podcast chat. It's there. Probably one of my favorite ones that I had to dig into. I just kept going. I'm like, oh my God. Number 16, we're going to start with the highly ranked team, ranked 12th, the Miami Hurricanes. Larry Coker, still kind of like, hey, are they still like the U at this point? They started ranked 12th. They finished 7-6. They fell all the way to unranked. But they won the Micron PC Bowl.
A classic.
The way that they got bowl eligible was upsetting number 18 Boston College. Like, they wouldn't have got to the bowl game unless they beat number 18 Boston College, which they did.
That feels weird. I know BC was good in this time frame, but that still feels weird.
Yeah. Miami, like, they lost to number 11 Florida State by 3. They lost to number 12 Louisville. They lost to number 21 Georgia Tech. They lost to number 23 Virginia Tech. They lost to number 23 Maryland by 1. They lost at Virginia 17-7. Then they beat Boston College to get to 6-6, and then they beat Nevada in the Micron PC Computers Bowl in Boise, Idaho, 21-20. That's right. Miami went to Boise, play on the blue turf in a bowl game while Boise State was in the Fiesta Bowl. Some stats for Miami: they threw 16 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. They also had 22 fumbles, but they only lost 9. Next up, Kansas, 6-6, 22 fumbles, 14 lost, but they had 33 turnovers. They had 2 different quarterbacks who threw 19 touchdowns and 19 interceptions.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
And they finished 6-6. They are perfectly balanced. They beat K-State 39-20, but then they lost to Mizzou the very next week. Like I said, they beat ULM by 2, but then they lost at Toledo in double OT 37-31. They beat South Florida 13-7, who was finished 9-4. Then they lost at Nebraska in OT 39-32, lost by 3 to A&M, lost by 10 to Oklahoma State, lost by 1 to Baylor, beat Colorado by 5, blew out Iowa State, then beat K-State, then lost to Mizzou. They did not get a bowl game. They were coached by the 5th season of Mark Mangino.
Yeah.
That Kansas Mizzou game is such a, like, teams that are about to figure it out in capital letters, but have not yet figured it out.
Yeah, Mizzou finished 8-5 on the year, but Kansas didn't get to a bowl game, but Mizzou finished 8-5 and second in the Big 12 North. Number 18, Alabama nominee, 6-7. They fired Mike Shula on the year.
How did that go?
They got Nick Saban the year after.
I mean, I believe this was the year of the thumb.
It was.
Yes.
The head coach, if you ever see the viral clip of the head coach in the Independence Bowl, it is Joe Kynes. He was an offensive line coach that was the interim coach And every time you interview him, he's like, we just gotta go play ball. It's just like an old guy, just like, we gotta, it's a viral clip that you see of the Alabama coach at halftime, and it's in Shreveport. It's glorious. This marks the first year of Bama going to Shreveport in back-to-back years.
Return with a V.
Return with a V. They lost to Mississippi State this year.
Yeah.
That's something that Bama doesn't do.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
that'll get you fired.
That will get you fired, but I think the thing that really gets you fired is losing to Auburn 6 times in a row.
Yeah.
Because that is also a thing that happened.
Jesus Christ.
The second you start on the second hand, people start to get grouchy.
Yeah, it's fear the thumb.
Mm-hmm.
So technically Alabama 6-7, but all of their wins were vacated.
Alabama.
So their record is technically 0-7, 6 wins vacated, 0-6 in the SEC, 2 wins in the SEC vacated. So they're winless this whole year.
I like that they don't vacate the losses, and so you go 0-7.
You're 0-7. They were just 0-7. I love this so much. The stats for Alabama: they had 19 fumbles, they lost 10. They had 10 more interceptions on top of that too.
Also, I would like to make a brief correction. 2006 was fear the thumb on the same hand as the other 4. 2007 was the additional thumb in the fear the thumb era.
They started ranked 25th. They beat Hawaii to open the season in Bryant.
It was a close game.
25-17. They beat Vandy 13-10. They beat ULM 41-7. That doesn't count vacated. They lost in double OT to Arkansas 24-23. They lost to number 5 Florida 28-13. They beat Duke 30-14. They beat Ole Miss 26-23 in OT, which was vacated. They lost to Tennessee 16-13. They beat FIU, which was vacated 38-3. They lost to Mississippi State, who was not good this year. Mississippi State was 3-9. They lost to LSU 28-14. They lost to Auburn 22-15. And then they lost to give Mike Gundy his first bowl win in the Independence Bowl 34-31. Last two I got, they're kind of tied together, but one's a little bit more separate, and I'm going to push them up first. Duke 0-12. Head coach Ted Roof.
Yeah.
Let's go.
How many wins did they have vacated?
None.
Oh, that's a problem.
Because they didn't win any of them. Duke had 32 fumbles. They lost 14 of them. They had good fumble luck, but it still didn't matter. They had 31 total turnovers on the year, so that's 17 interceptions for them. They lost to Wake, who won the ACC by 1 point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to FCS Richmond 13-0.
No.
They got shut out by the FCS team.
Oh no.
They were 4 for 11 in field goals, and probably they were in our Sickos game of the year at the end of the year versus North Carolina, who is our final nominated team. They lost that game 45-44.
That feels correct.
Yeah.
So North Carolina is our other nominee here. 3-9 on the year. So basically North Carolina would have been 2-9 heading into the game. Duke was 0-11. So probably the Sickos game of the year, the end of the season for us here. The 3 wins for North Carolina were over FCS Furman, NC State somehow 23-9, and Duke. Now NC State bad this year?
They were 6. I think they were 6-6.
So like NC State 6-6, and they still lose to North Carolina.
No. Sorry. They were 3-9. I got it wrong.
Okay, NC State was just as bad as them. Okay, so NC State not good. They didn't hit their 8-5 plateau.
Entire Wake Forest just took all the football juice out of
took
the
all the
state
football
of
juice out of the state of North Carolina. That's right. Yes,
That
Like a
NC
Highlander.
State, that NC State team went 3-9. Their wins were against number 1 Appalachian State, number 21 Boston College, and number 16 Florida State.
I'm sorry, did you say number 1 App State?
FCS.
Oh, okay.
Their losses were to Akron, Southern Miss, Wake Forest, Maryland, Virginia, Clemson, North Carolina, East Carolina, and 1 ranked team, number 20, Georgia Tech. This is a baffling football team.
Jesus.
Okay, that's number 21 nominee. We're just doing this on the fly. North Carolina State has been nominated. They only
entire
have
state of North Carolina.
Yeah, I was
Jesus
going to say,
Christ.
why don't we just do a nomination for the entire state of North
The
Carolina?
entire state of North Carolina.
Yeah, we got
We could
Wake
do
in
that.
here. We've got Duke in here. We've got North Carolina, and
We get FCS number 1 App State. Just for
I feel real good about that.
What did East Carolina do?
Yeah, what was ECU up to?
7-6. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and
A
Charlotte
skip hold 7-6.
Skip hold 7-6.
Oh.
And they went to the Birmingham Bowl. Yeah, we're done.
They clap them cheeks.
It was the PapaJohns.com Bowl in Birmingham. So all of North Carolina is nominated. Is that what we're saying here?
Yes.
Yeah, we're just nominating the state in its entirety.
Nominating North Carolina.
Western, I don't know what you were up to, but you too, sure. Why not?
All right.
I want to. So on top of my list, is Boise.
Okay, so Boise State.
I need to stump for Boise State, but I do really love this late edition of the state of North Carolina football.
It's good stuff.
Outside of the entire state of North Carolina, I really do feel compelled to stump for 0-12 FIU. With like some of the most dismal statistics you've ever read on this podcast.
Okay. All right.
Just because I know what we would have been so excited about this season, I have to put in a plug for Hawaii. We would have had so damn much fun with that team. Like we would have been screaming about that team.
So we got the entire state of North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Yes, which is good because it means I didn't have to choose between Wake and Hawaii, which felt like choosing between my children.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So we got the entire state of North Carolina, Boise State, Hawaii, 0-12 FIU. Who do you think would make our fifth nominee here? I mean, because North Carolina, we could take away Duke, North Carolina, NC State, Wake.
No, they're all chained together.
They're chained together.
We're done.
We're done. They're in the worst tontine.
I really enjoy like 9-4 Maryland with the 0-point differential.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's classic. And then
and they got the punter drafted.
Yeah. They got a punter drafted.
Yeah, I enjoy that stat.
I love Kent State 6-6 with 40 fumbles, but only losing 13. And quarterback was Julian Edelman. Those are kind of my two.
The Purdue team that blew up the world by causing conference realignment.
Somehow.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Purdue Pete flaps his wings, and on the other side of the earth, a hurricane begins.
I think I gotta lean Maryland because they had 5 more wins than losses, but they still finished with a 0-point differential.
Yeah, that's very beautiful.
I kind of gotta go with that. Agreed. So you think our 5 nominees are the entire state of North Carolina?
Yes.
Boise State?
Yes.
0-12 FIU?
Yes.
11-3 Hawaii?
Obviously.
And 9-4 Maryland.
That's very beautiful.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Justice for Ralph Region.
North Texas, I mean, they won too many games, but like FIU, you gotta be
like I appreciate that you need both teams for this 7 overtime game.
Yeah.
But also FIU is like
they lost
North Texas is like regular bad here. FIU, again, these statistics are legitimately some of the most dismal statistics I've ever heard.
Do you want to know how bad?
They had less than 1,000 total yards on the entire season.
Yes.
You needed both teams to do this, but you extra needed FIU.
So do you want to know what their stats were for kicking field goals on the year?
Yes.
It's got like a 1 for 12 or something like that. Tell me.
5 for 11.
Okay. That's
also important. So I Googled 2006 FIU football.
As you should. And
there's a Wikipedia article that comes up. The FIU Miami football brawl was a bench clearing brawl that occurred on October 14th, 2006 during a college football game between the University of Miami Hurricanes and the
wielding
FIU
a helmet like
Panthers
a club
at the Orange Bowl in Miami. Yes, FIU lost that game 35-0.
Okay. Yeah, that's
okay.
Lock it in.
I'm gonna add the brawl. By the way, the guy that made all the field goals for Florida International, who was 5 for 10, he was a punter.
Beautiful.
31 players suspended as a result of that brawl across both teams. 18 from FIU and 13 from Miami.
I remember watching that.
For an Arrested Development here.
That was one of the very first things that I found. That was like I found it. I think on milkandcookies.com. That dates me. And I was showing it to Dad, and we were advancing it frame by frame to see if we could count all of the people who were punching each other.
Proper breakdown.
This Wikipedia article is lengthy.
Yes.
Looking at the aftermath of this brawl, quote, Coker also came under fire for some of his comments after the incident. Quote, I think that it will affect the image of our program greatly, but in a positive way, he said. I think that when they see the video and they see how it was handled, they will be impressed with our players. His handling of the incident contributed to speculation that he would not return in 2007, Donna Shalala's vote of confidence notwithstanding. Coker was fired at the end of the season, while Strock resigned at the end of the season. FIU ended the 2006 season 0-12 and went on to lose 23 straight games up to their final game of the 2007 season, a victory over, guess who, North Texas.
I found a clip of this, of the brawl, and there's this great moment where the teams are starting to brawl, but Miami has just scored. So you see like the Miami flags, like, yay, we scored a touchdown. The Miami flags are like running across the back spelling Miami as people are just lunging into each other and swinging helmets. Oh, I might have to go frame by frame on this thing. I haven't watched this in a long time, and I'm really gonna need to go on this one. Okay, Commish, those are our choices for 2006. We'll put up the poll.
Yeah.
FIU had such a good season that the next year they were coached by Mario Cristobal.
Glad they fired his ass, that loser. Didn't need to be there. FIU, too good for Mario Cristobal.
Too good for Mario Cristobal.
Wonder what that loser's up to now.
I have no idea what he's doing. He can't be throwing up the U.
Better than throwing down with the U.